All right, I'm gonna walk you guys through how I go through the process of planning my meals. For when you're counting macros and when you're adhering to a prescribed set of numbers, it's really, really important to plan your meals ahead of time. Success rate skyrockets if you do this, and all it really takes, once you get the hang of it, it only really takes a few minutes each evening. So I normally do this at the end of the day when I've already eaten. Let's say, you know, today's meals are done and the day is winding down. I'll start thinking about, okay, what about tomorrow? What do I want to eat? What is my day looking like? What does my schedule look like? What particular foods do I want to eat? So I'll take that into account, and I'll spend, it really takes me 2-3 minutes at this point to plan my meals for the next day. And I use an app called MyMacros Plus. Right now it's only iPhone friendly, unfortunately. You can buy it in the App Store. I believe it's $2.99. But this by far is the best nutrition tracking app out there. I like it because it's, well, first of all, it was made by my friend Jason, who is a natural pro bodybuilder. So he gets what we want as fitness buffs. He gets what we need in a nutrition app. Here's Ollie. You can never, I swear he knows when I'm filming. But as far as tracking, you can custom set your macros. You can label your different macro days. So I label my days, training days, and off days, and I've got different sets of numbers for those. And you can also track your body weight daily, and it can graph that over time, which is really cool to see. The food database is pretty good. It's growing, and it's also got a barcode scanner like MyFitnessPal does. So this is MyMacros Plus is the nutrition app that I would recommend. All right, so I'm going to show you how I would plan, let's say, tomorrow's meals. And I haven't really thought this through just yet because I want it to be as candid as possible. Tomorrow is going to be a training day, which means almost by definition I normally have higher carbs on training days and lower fats. I like to do isocaloric. So normally I have 4 meals a day, and I always start my mornings off with coffee. And in my coffee, in my coffee, I always have half and half. So here's a cool thing about MyMacros Plus. You can hit your recent foods and go there. I'm gonna find my half and half. I normally put 1 tablespoon, plug it into meal 1. These are my off day targets. So I'm gonna switch it to training days, hit done. There we go, bam, 110 grams of protein, 190 grams of carbs, and 40 grams of fats. So you'll see at the bottom here, the bold numbers, those are my targets. And if I hit the different macronutrient, so if I hit carbs, it'll switch to how many grams I have remaining. So right now I have a lot of everything remaining so far. And then, so I go back to meal 1. I'm still planning meal 1. I think about what do I want to eat tomorrow. I always try to shoot for around 30 grams of protein per meal. Let's say I've been really into green beans lately. I'm going to do green beans. I'm going to do, I don't know, what meats. I think about, okay, what meats do I have in the fridge? I have chicken breast, shredded chicken breast. I'm going to put, normally shoot for at least 85 grams. So let's put that in. I'm going to have, let's see, I love my Ezekiel bread. I like Ezekiel bread, carbs, 2 slices. Plug that in. I normally have that with jam on a high carb day. Jam is pretty much all carbs, no fat. If it were off day, I would maybe do butter instead of jam. So you'll notice here that I keep my meals super simple. I probably maybe want to do, I want to have an over easy egg. I'm going to put in an egg with, I'm going to cook that with a tiny dab of butter. So you can go to the search function and pull up butter. And they've got different brands. So I'm going to do half tablespoon of butter. And that would be tentatively meal 1. Remember, things are always flexible. You can always come back and edit because this is tomorrow's meals. You haven't eaten the day away yet, so I can always come back and edit. So that's meal 1 for now. Meal 2 generally is a snack of sorts for me. Normally end up having some fruit of some kind. So maybe I'm gonna have honeydew. Let's say honeydew melon. Let's see if they have honeydew. Honeydew. Okay, 1 cup. 1 cup is probably pretty good. I'm gonna have, and whenever possible, you should probably do it by weight, even with fruit. I like to measure almost everything by weight, unless it's something like fibrous veggies. That I can eyeball. I've never had a problem with eyeballing that. And I'm going to also have, what do I want to have? Let's see. Let's go to my frequent meals. I normally come here for ideas if I can't think of what I might want to eat, so maybe I'll throw in an apple or something. I'll plug that in. Meal 3 is normally post-workout, so maybe I'll have a scoop of whey, and these are all my custom foods that I've put in myself. I'm going to have celery core whey, molten chocolate. 1 scoop is 35 grams. I'm going to plug that into meal 3. You see it's down there. I'm also going to have it with some, I'm going to blend it with some milk because I like it like that. Kind of reminds me of a milkshake. I like 6 ounces is good for me. And you can experiment with yourself what is best for you. Oops. So I'm going to have a shake. So right now, if you see down here, my protein, I'm at 75 grams, 101 grams of carbs, and 19.7 grams of fats. I still have a ways to go. So I've got a lot of wiggle room. What I'm gonna do here is plan my next meal. So I can probably round out the meal 3 with something, but I don't know what just yet, so I'll come back to that later. Tomorrow for dinner, let's say we're going to have lean ground beef. Where did it go? And we normally get the 93%. So let's see, lean ground beef. Gotta spell it right, otherwise it won't show up. And then we like to measure in grams. I'm gonna plug this in as meal 4. This summer I've been really trying to get in more veggies because I've been slacking in that department. I'm gonna have 4 ounces of lean ground beef, which is 113 grams. Normally do a salad with shredded lettuce. So I've been doing, sorry, I gotta go to recents, a lot of this. Shredded lettuce, 2 cups. I also like to put in, especially with a high carb day, I've been really liking craisins lately, so I'll put in some of that. I like mandarin oranges, I bought a can of those, half a serving, so I'll weigh that out, whatever is the equivalent of 40 calories tomorrow. And then another thing that I've been doing that I really like is I've been, my sister-in-law ships me these brown rice tortillas from Trader Joe's because we don't have it around here, and I'll actually toast that up in the toaster and I'll crumble it up and put it on my salad, and it's kind of like it's like a crouton substitute. So okay, so these are the 4 meals I have so far. Protein, I'm at 101, carbs 152, fats 30. I can do one of 2 things. So I've got these 4 meals. I can round out meal 3 and or meal 2 by adding in carbs and or fats. Really pretty flexible at this point. What I might want to do instead here is I'm going to actually move the melon to meal 3. So I'm going to make that part of my post-workout meal. And I'm going to get rid of the apple because I decided that as my evening treat. So now it's actually, I should rename the meals, but meal 1, 3, 4, and then in my last meal of the day, I can probably fit in, if I play my cards right, let's see if I can do this, some ice cream, or I've been liking this gelato specifically, and I'm gonna put in 150 grams, so that's a pretty good serving size. Let's see how that looks. So, oh sorry, that should be meal 5 technically. Well, technically it's meal 4, but so there I've got 166 grams. So I'm just within range of fats because remember we want to get within plus or minus 5 grams. And if you go up here for MyMacros Plus, it'll tell you how far off you are of your target numbers. So I've got some carbs left, but carbs are really easy to fill in. That's not going to be a problem. Let's say I can easily go back to, for example, I can go back to meal 3 and I can say, all right, I'm going to toss in banana because I know that's all carbs. That's a really easy way to fill in the remaining allotment I have. So I'm going to go to meal, what was that, meal 3? Let's say 100 grams. 100 grams is about the size of a medium banana. I have a little more than that left. I'm going to say 150. See where that puts me. So here's what I would do. I would blend and for my post-workout shake, I would have milk, ice, whey protein, banana, blend that all together, kind of as like a chocolate banana shake, and then I'd have a cup of melon on the side, either with the meal or in a separate meal altogether, like as a snack, sneaky snack. And ultimately, So the numbers look good. Going back up here, I always use the numbers up here as a reference guide. They're within 5 grams in either direction for protein, carbs, and fats. So with that, I have my macros are set for tomorrow. And as you'll see, it really only took me a few minutes. One of the things that I do to help really streamline the process is I don't try to get super creative in the kitchen. I don't have elaborate recipes. I'm a really lazy cook, so my meals are super simple, and every day they're really, really similar. And sometimes I'll just swap out chicken for beef or chicken for pork or something like that. And that way I don't have to devote a lot of time thinking about my nutrition. I just kind of develop a routine and go for it. So this is how you use MyMacros. You see how easy it is over time. As you get the hang of it, you'll start to really love it. It's very user friendly, so give it a try.